Ladies and gentlemen, here we are for the third time today. Did you miss me? I am the Crypto Crow. I am here with Lee Kai Lee of Phantasma Chain, and we'll be right back after this disclaimer. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What happened to the singing disclaimer? I just got so many people telling me that they were tired of hearing that song every day or over and over. If people listen to me in a playlist, and they're tired of hearing the same "Crow Your Coin" song like 5 times in a day, and so I said I'll make a silent disclaimer. Anyway, I was just responding to a question. How the hell are you, man? It's 9 p.m. where you are. It's dark. There's no sunlight, so it looks like you're in a dimly lit room. You're probably trying to hack my Telegram right now. That's my guess. I don't know what's happening.
Hey man, what's up? Thank you for having me as a guest. I'm doing perfectly well, actually. We have been very busy the last few weeks with the changes of our blockchain, and we have finally published it yesterday. So we had a lot of questions coming in from the audience, from the community, and most of it were very happy with the changes.
Yeah, I did read. You asked me if I had read that article. Now I know what you're talking about because you guys have sent me several things. I did actually get about 3/4 of the way through the Medium article that you sent me yesterday.
Yeah, it's a long article. Yeah.
Yes, I did actually read a lot of that. A lot of changes actually going on. And what am I seeing about starting the blockchain from scratch? What was I guess I explain that.
So we're not forking from any blockchain. We're not like looking into other blockchain their codes and like, hey, this is a good feature, let's copy paste it in our own. We are actually building it from scratch, like you said. So we're looking at the best things from all blockchains, and we're also looking at the flaws from the other blockchains. And we are looking at the flaws, and then we think, how can we improve it? How can we take countermeasures that those flaws will not happen with our blockchain? So because the other blockchains are like pretty old, let's say 1 or 2 years already, and we are building it from scratch, we can improve upon those flaws.
So when you say building it from scratch, from where and from when? Has this already begun, or is this a future plan?
Our mainnet is actually going to launch next month. We're scheduling it for next month. So it's almost finished. We're just finalizing the final stuffs right now, and we're hoping that we can actually launch it next month.
Oh,
okay. Yeah, we're looking very forward to it.
Okay, great. So within a month, you guys, your new blockchain is going to be ready, and this is ultimately going to be the main net, right?
Yeah.
Excuse me, because right now you guys are set up on the Neo blockchain.
Yeah.
So your Sol tokens and what have you, you're storing those on your Neo wallets or exchanges or whatever. Now, what algorithm or what are you guys building the new one on? Like when you guys launch the mainnet of your own blockchain, it's literally like the Phantasma chain. This is it's completely separate from Neo or anything else.
Yeah, it will be our own blockchain. It's not it's separate from Neo, but we will support dApps from the Neo blockchain and also from the Ethereum blockchain, EOS blockchain. We can actually support dApps from all the blockchain.
Really?
Yeah, because we are building our own blockchain for content distribution, but the Phantasma app is actually the key factor in our business.
So I'll be able to run CryptoKitties on the Phantasma chain.
Yeah, sure. that will be possible. Not necessarily Phantasma chain actually, but the Phantasma app. We are going to create an app, a Phantasma app, which will feature entertainment, let's say gaming and casinos, communication, let's say social media, chat, email. And we also have the third category, which is e-commerce. So e-commerce and non-fungible token marketplaces. And of course, CryptoKitty is a game, kind in a sense. So it will go to the gaming category. But why should anyone use the Phantasma app? Because the Phantasma app is the one-stop shop, one-stop app on the blockchain for all your daily uses of applications. Because, like I said, we can actually feature all dApps from our blockchain. So, an Ethereum user, he will not use, like let's say, a superior social media app on EOS because he likes to use Ethereum, right? So the chances are that he will rather use the social media app on Ethereum, which is inferior to the one of EOS. And let's think about global adoption. When do you achieve global adoption? It's whenever the normal user, the people who don't have crypto, when they actually don't have to know that a dApp is built on a blockchain, right?
Right.
They just need to know that it works. Let's take one step back. Any crypto user, they don't have to know on what blockchain any dApp is built on, right? Why should they know? Why do they have to know which blockchain it's built on? It just has to work. And
exactly.
we are going to do that with the Phantasma app, as we are going to combine all different kind of dApps from all blockchains in one single app.
So when is this email platform supposed to kick out?
We already have an MVP of Phantasma email. It's currently deployed on the NEO blockchain, but as we will have our mainnet soon, we will first launch the mainnet, and then we will launch the Phantasma app, and then shortly after we will launch the chat and the email in Q2.
Q2, okay. Because I've been actually very interested to see what you guys do with this email client.
Yeah, it's you can already try it out a little bit because since we already have the MVP, but it's very limited right now. There will be more features. There will be a premium feature as well as to bring in revenues as well, because we're building a business and not so we need some revenue in the end to sustain the business as well, right? So the premium features, it will mainly be for companies. So for the normal user, for day-to-day use, sending email to someone else, it will be free, except for the transaction fees, of course. But premium features they will be mainly targeting businesses.
When you say transaction fees, what do you mean? I'm not paying to send emails to anybody, right?
We actually got an. That's why we have revised our tokenomics. So the big changes we've done, we have published yesterday. So we were thinking nobody would like to pay per email or like sending something, and they have to pay for every transaction. They have to pay like 1 SOL or something else, you know. So instead of having to pay SOL, we actually introduced a dual token system. So the dual token system is called Phantasma Energy, and the ticker is kilocalories, so KCAL. And how do you generate Phantasma Energy? You generate Phantasma Energy by staking SOL within the Phantasma app, and then you get SOL. Then you get the Phantasma Energy, and that Phantasma Energy will be used as transaction fees.
You guys really want to make a mint? Come up with a way to stake everything on the blockchain in one wallet. That'd be brilliant. Honestly, Now, tell me a little bit about all of the different functions that Phantasma is looking to capitalize on. As far as use case, outside of the email, what are all of the things that we can expect as users and businesses to be using Phantasma? Like, what is its sole purpose? No pun intended.
Like I said, we have 3 categories: communication, entertainment, and marketplace. So you already know about the communication, like the email and chat. They will all have premium features. So entertainment, developers can actually build games, and then they can connect the economy with the blockchain. So all the items you have, they can tokenize it. So the player will be in full control of their own items instead of, let's say, a game company like Blizzard. They can actually do what with your items, with your account, whatever they want, right? And on the blockchain, if your items are on the blockchain, it's not possible to do that. The same for casinos. Since it's all on the blockchain, it's all transparent, it's open source, so you can actually check if it's fair or not. I read a lot about, let's say, PokerStars, that is rigged. Sometimes it's rigged. But on a blockchain, you can actually check the code. So you know that it's not rigged, that it's fair. And lastly, the marketplace is maybe the most important part. So people can actually tokenize digital goods, and they can actually sell it on the marketplace of Phantasma. Let's say a content seller, a content creator, they need to make money out of his creations, right? So they can sell their assets on our marketplace. And since we are going to create a non-fungible token marketplace as well, that will connect all non-fungible tokens from all blockchains, so we can actually feature the NFTs from all blockchains within the same marketplace.
Okay, so are you nervous?
Sure, a little bit.
Are you? There's no reason to be nervous. And I only make that point because you seem a little nervous, and I hope you're not nervous because of me.
No, sure.
Nothing to be worried about. Just a couple dudes hanging out on YouTube, brother. So yeah. Okay, so here's my thing. So I invested in Phantasma.
Yeah, sure.
And it sounds like there are a lot of really cool potential things happening. But my only concern is what exactly is it that you plan on doing on the marketing front? Like what is it that you guys are going to be, and I ask this because so the fact that you're here and we're talking is obviously a good sign, because there are a lot of companies that I feel that I was quite bullish on early on. And since the bear market, a lot of these guys have just gone mute. They're just, you don't see much coming out of their camp. They don't have much interest in doing different things. And it's very kind of frustrating in a way as well when you start to learn, some of these CEOs, quote unquote, they really have no business being CEOs of companies, and you're kind of learning who those people are, in this kind of bear market, when things are difficult, when there are a lot of hurdles in the way of progress. And and it's and so I like that. If I reach out to a company and I say, hey, let's update the public on what you guys have going on, and you're like, absolutely, sure, that to me is a good sign that, look, we're still here, we're still plugging away, we have things to talk about. So you'd be surprised at some of the companies who are just like, oh, we're just focused on development. To me, that's a cop out for bullshit. That's telling me you guys haven't done squat in the past year and a half, and I need to sell if I have any. You know what I'm saying?
I do understand, because there are a lot of ICOs, and they have held their Ethereum or whatever they raised during the ICO, and they've held it from the top to the bottom, and then they might have panic sold.
Right.
Close to the bottom, right? Yeah. Or the problem could also be that they've expanded way too much, and now since the market is down, they cannot fund all the developers, all the team members anymore.
That's what I've been seeing a lot of.
Yeah. A lot of companies have actually removed a lot of their staff, like half of them or more.
Right. And it's sad. It's sad, especially because things are going to come back. You know what I mean? Honestly, I feel like we're potentially in a bit of an accumulation phase right now, where you're starting to see more companies kind of come out of the darkness. Like, hey, we are still here. Things are happening. We're launching this. I feel like the next 2 to 3 months in blockchain is going to be very interesting, as a lot of companies seem to be planning to launch and release their main more. I mean, we've seen a lot of main nets, but we haven't seen a lot of anything outside of those main nets because everybody seems to be out building relationships with people to do things on them. So and you know, Phantasma was always kind of one of those things that, I mean, I'm going to be frank with you. It felt, even when I invested, it felt like something that was a little derivative of a lot of other things out there. However, you know, some of the ideas that you guys seem to take really good concepts and good business models, you want to adapt them to the blockchain with your own twists and with your own kind of, we're going to take things to this next level, whether that next level is security or, you know, user interface or whatever the case may be. So I see a lot of potential in what the company's looking to do. And I'll stop there, but ultimately I'm still very much interested in what Phantasma plans to do, but ultimately also what you guys, excuse me, plan to do. I don't know what's wrong with me all of a sudden. I think I need to crack a water. You know, in terms of marketing and spreading your message overall, because I think it's a cool logo. I think you've got some cool branding, but it can also be misleading to some things because some of the stuff you guys are doing is a little more higher tech than, you know, a Pac-Man game. You know what I mean? Like, and ultimately that's kind of what, when I see the Phantasma stuff, I think that's really cute, but I don't think about commercial application in that sense. I think, okay, email, you know, like Mozilla or Firefox, you know, they have a Fox. You guys have a Pac-Man ghost. You know,
well, it's not really Pac-Man Ghost, but yeah,
it's not the same thing. I know, but it just, you know, in the grand scheme of things, that's what I think of the second I see it.
All right.
So I guess overall, what are you guys going to do to get mass adoption for this stuff? I mean, let's just say in 3 months you launch your main net and you've got everything tested. People are starting to use it. What from there? When does the world jump on the Phantasma chain and start really interacting and doing business or playing games or whatever?
Yeah, well, for starters, we are always talking to other blockchain companies, other businesses to see if there's a potential collaboration between us to benefit each other. Besides that, we are also in contact with more YouTubers to spread the awareness. You will see more of it in the near future, actually. So yeah, within a month, there will be the activity on YouTube from other influencers. They will increase. And we are building the blockchain for the user. So we are building it for ease of use as well. Because right now, it's not easy to use. I don't think that if it stays at this stage, that even within 3 or 5 years, you will see people actually using the dApps on the blockchain. Because right now you just need a simple token you need one token to actually use a single dApp. And if you want to use 5 dApps, you need to buy 5 tokens, right?
Mm-hmm.
And within our app, we do the automatic conversions. So you don't have to worry about which token you're going to use. You can use Bitcoin, you can use Ethereum, you can use any other coin which we will support, and we will support. Yeah, we will start supporting with Bitcoin and Ethereum, but we will expand the support of the tokens you can actually use within the app, because we will take care of the automatic conversions.
What's the overall difference, the primary differences between you and what you're doing in terms of these other blockchains and something like Aion? Is there a way for you to work? Would you work with somebody like Aion to build those bridges with other blockchains, or is that what you're ultimately trying to do internally?
Yeah, definitely. We don't really care if other blockchains or other developers, other companies if they are building very good technology or very good dApps. We can just feature them. It's quite a misunderstanding from the community. Some of the community members, they are saying like, wow, if I look at what you want to do, at your vision, it's very wide. Is it too much for your plate, right? Because it's a lot, but not everyone seems to realize that we can just support dApps from other blockchains. So if someone builds a good technology, like good dApp, we will just feature it. It's no problem. So yeah, we incentivize. We would love it if they actually finish their product. So it's a pity that a lot of companies are shutting down right now because they don't have funds anymore. But yeah, we will see who actually manage their funds correctly.
I love that you just said that, because I've been saying this for a while, that we're not seeing a lot of partnerships being announced because nobody really knows who's legitimately going to be here when the bear market is done.
Yeah.
Who managed themselves properly? Who sold their Ethereum in ICO instead of holding on to it all the way into the depths of hell? Like, who's going to be here? And that's ultimately what, I used to do a lot of speculation, predictions, and just have a lot of fun. And as I was continuing to learn about the crypto market when I first started my channel. And now that's what I've been doing, is I'm looking to find out who is still here, who is still playing the game. And, that's one of the reasons I've done 3 interviews today, is to talk to companies to say, okay, you're still around, great. You're still around, great. And really just kind of put a thumbprint on everybody that's still here pushing forward and planning to develop or launch things, and just kind of let the public know what's happening. Because I don't really think anybody knows. And so many companies have been so quiet to the point where it's frustrating. Personally, I've approached several companies about getting on Crow's Nest, the exchange I'm launching. Like, who wants to list? Who has something that they're proud enough of that they want to get another exchange listing and marketing support and things like that. And it's the response to that has been very surprising and telling. And it's just, I don't know. We're in such a weird place right now. But at the same time, the question too is, how many of these companies are still holding Ethereum, but nobody wants to do anything with any of whether it's their tokens or Ethereum or whatever, because they know that once things turn around, that everything's going to get better. What I don't think that a lot of these guys are understanding is, for as long as there is a standstill overall in the market, it's going to take that much longer for the market to turn around, because everybody is waiting. And so a lot of these companies are basically letting other people pass them by because they're waiting for something better, and they're waiting for something more, and they're waiting for something to grow, but it's not going to happen on its own. And so, that to me is also telling as to the perspective that some of these CEOs have on the space. And rather than be a part of why the market comes back or why this mass adoption starts to formulate again, they're just waiting for other people to do it for them. And that to me is a lazy, kind of a slacker follower mentality that I really am starting to hate seeing in a lot of companies that I once believed in.
Yeah, it's a pity because like in 2017, there were a lot of the ICOs were booming, but there were a lot of scams in ICOs as well. And that kind of ruined the image. And currently, there are a lot of companies shutting down because they don't have funds or problems with funds. And you actually get people who keep asking you, hey, do you have enough funds? Even though it's not a problem for us, but because the image is already destroyed for those people, because a lot of companies are shutting down and they think everyone is having problems with funds. And that's really not a problem with us, because we actually are sold our Ethereum like way before the crash happened. So
well, good for you.
Yeah. We don't hold any crypto right now. So.
Wow, that's crazy. I would think that it'd be a good time
as a business, you're raising money. So you're raising money to actually complete the business. And if you want to gamble your money on crypto, why are you even running a business?
Right. Yeah, I agree with that. I think I can understand it. I think some people just assume, well, Ethereum's going to the moon and the market's going to be fine, and here's a little bit of a dip. Oh, it's still dipping. Oh, it's another week and it's still going down. What should we do? We should hold it because it's going to turn around. There's a lot of that. And I know of other companies that sold at the top as well. So, I don't know if somebody's asking questions, but I don't think it has anything to do with you. Okay. All right. So, okay. What are some things that you think are key for the public to understand about where Phantasma is at now and where you expect it to be in 90 days?
In 90 days? So can you repeat the question?
What are some things that you feel are key? Primary things that you feel the public should know or better understand as you lead into the next 90 days about the project?
Okay, about the project. So, like I said, we are going to launch the mainnet and then the Phantasma app. So, um, I don't. I think some people are expecting a complete application with all dApps already on the which are on the blockchain. That's not the case. We will gradually increase dApps, and we will gradually feature them within our app, within the Phantasma app. And
So you're ultimately showing support for other blockchains, other programs and things in your application.
yeah,
That's good.
yeah.
That's how I feel like it should be all around.
Yeah, because we just want to connect the whole ecosystem, the whole blockchain in one ecosystem. It's what the users deserve.
What is the relationship between Phantasma and Wax?
Oh, so yeah, Wax is they are building their own blockchain. They are tokenizing assets, and since we are also going to focus on non-fungible tokens, it made sense. It made sense for us to do a collaboration, and we will feature them. We will feature their platform, and within our app, and we have contact with them to talk about improving the NFTs.
Okay, cool.
And since a lot of co-founders are related with OP Skins, we will also feature OP Skins within our app. OP Skins is a e-commerce shop, especially for gaming.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
But they've been starting to sell shoes as well.
So they actually sent me an email recently about doing a video for them. And I was looking through it and I'm like, this is some crazy shit. Like you can basically, so they have all these partners for merchandise and you can buy like these crates or whatever and you open them up and they're basically like virtual coupons for anything from like Yeezys. Like these, I didn't even know there was such a thing. It was like these $3,000 ugly tennis shoes that I guess the kids love. And, and just all kinds of different stuff. And it's all through like OP Skins. And so they have this whole virtual marketplace where you can have an iPhone or a laptop and it's worth like $1,600 and you can basically sell the coupons and then so that you're not having to store everything. And then from there you can either have it sent to you if you want to cash that coupon in and have the actual product shipped to you or sell the coupon off to somebody else. And it's almost like it's a crazy kind of economy that I didn't even know existed until these guys sent me an email.
Yeah, they have been in the game for many years, so they know how to play it, how to play the game. So instead of only focusing on gaming, they're also selling physical goods now. So they started selling physical goods. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll wear a pair of $3,000 ugly shoes if I open it up in a crate. It costs me $5. Why not? I'm actually interested in doing the video. And so I don't know. That was a few days ago. They haven't said anything since. I'm like, sure, I'm interested. Like, what do you guys want to do? Because I saw another video of these guys doing it. I think the OP Skins, because a long time ago when I first got into crypto, I saw this guy playing a casino game, but he was using like Counter-Strike skins or something as cash in the casino. And I was like, what the hell is this? So but they've just taken that to a whole other level. So yeah,
I'm not familiar with that one. Like using Counter-Strike skins as currency.
Yeah, like a Counter-Strike skin could be worth like $300.
Oh yeah, I did know that some skins can be worth $300. Yeah,
right. And people are buying them and trading them, and so like all these different assets within various video games. Different skins and items and things like that. They have this whole economy. And I saw this casino where the casino basically ran, you're placing bets against like your Counter-Strike skins or whatever assets you have in your wallet, your marketplace wallet or whatever the hell. I never did it. I just saw that it was being done. And I was like, wow, that's freaking brilliant. I had no idea. Like, I remember back in the day when I played Ultima Online, there was a guy who basically made his whole living selling gold in Ultima Online. He would sell like 1 million gold for $75. And this was back when Ultima Online was big. So that was decades ago.
Yeah, but you can actually do that on a blockchain. Like, if the game is, the economy of the game is connected through a blockchain, you can actually sell your items for other cryptocurrencies, and then you're actually making a living out of gaming. You know, a lot of people are gamers. There are a lot of gamers in the world, but they play to have fun, or to play, or they play to be competitive, right?
Mm-hmm. I would have love. Like, I would probably get back into MMORPG gaming again if there was a really damn good one on, not one of these like Asian pay to play games. They're like a clone of each other's, like 60,000 of the same game with a different skin on it. I want something like Ultima, EverQuest, something with some soul to it, man, like something good. And but all of it on the blockchain. And I think that would, especially if somebody were to if they were to recreate a modernized isometric version of Ultima Online 2, with all of the same kind of economy style, with the rares market and all that stuff, and they did it on the blockchain, it'd be the biggest MMO in history, and it would far surpass in terms of lifespan, you know, because that's one of the things that a lot of these games do, is they try to shut down people selling, you know, their virtual items on a secondary market. And if these companies were to just build their game on a blockchain, embrace that secondary marketplace, and make a rip, you know, every time somebody sold a sword.
Yeah, but you could actually do that on Diablo 3, Blizzard's game. You could actually sell like items for real money on the marketplace, on their auction house. But I think they removed it like within a year or something, because people are actually abusing it. Or it removed the fun from the game, I guess.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. I wanna see somebody that's actually building for that, and with, you know.
Yeah, but also a misunderstanding is that people actually think that the whole game needs to be built on the blockchain.
Oh no, that I know. Yeah. But I want the company's blessing, and I want them to develop with that in mind. Not like, well, the community's taking this stuff to the secondary market and it's cutting out the developer, because then that slows down. Like, any way a developer, look, I know how expensive it is to create an MMO. And so if a company creates a medium by which other people are able to make a living from these virtual assets, I do believe that the developer is entitled to a percentage of those transactions. I just do. I think it's only fair. So, you know, but I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully that's coming. I mean, I would like to see it. A lot of different chat going on, a lot of stuff going on. I don't see any questions. Crow, I actually bought some Sol this morning. Why would the public pay for the Sol email service when when Google and Yahoo email is free? Well, I will answer that, and then I'll let Lee Kai answer it. You can have a free Gmail account, but you can also have a professional account that increases your storage, does this and that. Like, I have an account where I can't even log into my email unless I have a hardware key that I have to plug into my USB drive and push a button, and then it unlocks all my Google stuff now. Since that hack a long time ago, I have security keys for everything now. So, you know, but those are added features. You have to pay a little extra for that. I don't just have a regular Gmail account anymore. You have there are more security features you get, a lot of storage. So I'll let you take it from there in terms of, you know, what's going to be the difference between the free Phantasma email and then like a pro account.
Like the difference between a free and the premium is, the premium is targeting for business. Like if you go to a conference and you want the audience to actually let's say subscribe to your newsletter, you can just open a QR code and you can just let everyone who is interested in your newsletter just scan the QR code. It might be a premium feature, you know.
So I'm able to send newsletter updates directly from my Phantasma email client?
Yeah, sure. If you can actually let people subscribe to it through a newsletter by physically being there and scanning the code.
That's one of the things I think that I read that I was like, oh, that's going to be cool.
Yeah, let's say you want to do an airdrop to the first 100 people who actually showed up. You just let them scan the code, and the first 100 people, after the first 100, the link expires, for example.
So if I want to do a blockchain airdrop to newsletter subscribers,
yeah,
that's sick, dude.
But if you compare it to centralized companies, the email goes through a server. And
Right.
it can be read, it can be manipulated, it can be deleted, it can be hacked. You have been hacked before, right? That's
Right.
what you said. And on the blockchain, that's not the case. It's encrypted, and if you send an email to one person, it's from one person to the other, peer to peer. Nobody can read it.
But do they also have to be Phantasma email users?
At the start, sure, but
Okay.
we will actually support. We will actually build support for other emails as well, for other domains.
So basically, so this is actually going down a pretty interesting road. So as a blockchain community, one of the biggest problems that I face is emails going into people's spam boxes because of all of the different spam features with, whether it's Gmail or Yahoo or Hotmail or whatever free service everybody's using at any given time, or even POP3 accounts on their own domain, their servers. So effectively, if Phantasma builds a community of email client users and they're joining my newsletter, it's almost a guarantee that my newsletter emails go into their inbox. They're going to see it as opposed to it ending up in a random spam folder.
Yeah, and also it's funny you mentioned it. We're not thinking about, like, let's say a lot of people are, everyone is probably getting spammed a lot through their emails, right? The inbox is being spammed a lot. And we are thinking not like blacklisting those domains or emails. We are thinking about whitelisting your sources. Like if you want to receive emails from this company, you just whitelist that company. If you want to receive emails from this company, you whitelist that company.
Okay. Why not blacklist the spammers though?
Yeah, sure, that will be a possibility as well. So that's
because
not
it'll
a problem.
be easier for you to blacklist Viagra spammers on the blockchain, wouldn't it? Because you're eliminating it for every Phantasma user at that point.
Yeah, we're still evaluating what the best approach is. So
the problem is they keep changing their servers, and I mean, it's such a huge business. I mean, they send out 10 million emails expecting 0.001% to make a sale, and when that happens, it's still profitable for them. So yeah, that's the thing, man. There are always bad actors that have to ruin legitimate operations for everybody else, and it's really frustrating. I'm supposed to ask you about the secret. What's the secret?
Which secret?
I don't know. Apparently, you have a big secret.
Oh well, we have announced that there will be a surprise coming soon. I'm not going to share what the surprise is.
Why not?
Why not?
Yeah, sure. Just let it out.
It's a surprise. We're still working on it.
Everybody that hears it right now will be equally surprised.
It will be.
Your face just got blood red, my friend, just so you know. Wow. Crickets.
Yeah, but I cannot share the.
What's the hint? What's the hint?
There's a hint.
Yeah, you got to give a hint to the secret. What does it involve? Or who does it involve? Is it bigger than a bread box?
It's like we have published the new tokenomics yesterday, and it involves testing the tokenomics. Like you can actually stake in the mainnet on our blockchain. You can stake SOL to receive Phantasma energy, but there will also be a feature for that. It's called SOL Masters. So if you stake 50k SOL, you actually get we allocate 125k SOL per month, distributed over all SOL Masters.
Okay.
So if you stake 50k SOL, you're a SOL Master. So if there are, let's say,
what if you have 500k SOL?
Then you can spread it across 10 different wallets, and then
that's a pain in the ass, man.
SOL Masters. Yeah, it's for us. It's easier to differentiate, to set it on 50k instead of if someone has 80k and someone has 50k, and then you have to distribute the rewards accordingly, right? But if it's just 50k, everyone receives the same reward.
Right. Okay. So what was the secret? You started and then you went off somewhere else.
No, well, it's actually a way to test the tokenomics, the new revised tokenomics of our mainnet.
A way to test the tokenomics.
Yeah, that's the hint. Before we actually launch the mainnet, yeah, you can actually test the tokenomics, like generating Phantasma energy, yeah, and staking Sol, for example.
Okay. Well, that was all in the article yesterday.
Well,
but that's okay, man. I'll leave you alone. I'm not gonna press you too hard. I figure the community asks, I try to give it to them. But you're sticking to your guns. That's fine. Would be cool to have one wallet that allows multiple addresses built in instead of multiple wallets. Yes, it would, especially for people that might want to, stake more than one thing.
Well, we actually want to make login much easier than it is right now, because right now you have to enter a private key, and we're looking into ways to actually make it much easier.
That'd be cool. All right, man. Look, I think we covered some stuff. Anything else that you want to address with everybody?
Well, if I can explain more details about the changes we've published yesterday, if you want to know.
Sure.
I would love to share some. So there will be, instead of masternodes, there will be block producers. So block producers, they will be producing the blocks, right? There are two statuses. There is an active block producer and there's a standby block producer. The active block producer, they will actually verify the blocks, and the standby, they are like a reserve for whenever a spot opens for active block producers. The standby block producer can be promoted to the active block producers by voting. So you can actually stake Sol to actually vote on the block producers to actually decide who becomes an active block producer, and therefore who produces the blocks.
Okay.
So instead of only voting for block producers, there will also be a Phantom Force. And Phantom Force is like a
superhero group.
Well, yeah. For the Phantasma chain, they will be they are like the core developers of Phantasma chain, so they might actually be called the superheroes.
I got to get my tea leaves. helps with the habits. Go ahead.
But the Phantom Force, they will be receiving funds directly from us, from the new tokenomics. So if people if one of the developers, they have a good idea, they can actually put it as a proposal, right? They can put their ideas for a dApp as a proposal, and people can actually vote what kind of how to distribute the funds which are coming from Phantasma over the dApps. Let's say they prefer gaming over let's say casinos or a shop. Then they can actually vote, stake Sol, and vote on the specific game they would love to play. So the game would receive more funds because the community votes for the dApp. It will be a new kind of Kickstarter on the blockchain.
Are you referring to the partnership you're going to announce?
No.
Oh, okay. I was thrown off. I wasn't sure. Okay.
But yeah, we are, instead of the max supply right now is 90 million Sol. But for the mainnet, we are going to bump it up to 100 million.
Okay.
And none of it will go into our own pockets. We will use the extra 9 million to incentivize developers, token holders, Phantasma users. So let's say I already mentioned Sol Masters, right? That 125k Sol will be distributed over all Sol Masters. From the 9 million, 6 million will go to the Sol Masters pool to actually reward Sol Masters for 4 years in total. Like 125k, 4 years, it's 6 million. And 1 million will go into the Cosmic Swaps, and 1.8 million will go to the Phantom Force Foundation. The Cosmic Swaps. Yeah, a lot of people have been asking what the Cosmic Swaps is. It's a framework for decentralized exchanges on Phantasma. The Cosmic Swaps. So it's actually that you connect all the decentralized exchanges with each other. So the liquidity will be shared, the token pairs will be shared, and the order books will be shared. So if I want to create a new exchange on Phantasma by using the Cosmic Swaps, I don't have to worry about liquidity. I don't have to worry about listing tokens because I can just connect it to Cosmic Swaps, and then I will have all the liquidity and all the token pairs which are already live across all decentralized exchanges on Phantasma chain.
Wait a minute. So do you guys already have? So you're talking a decentralized exchange through Cosmic Swaps on the Phantasm chain?
Yeah. Yeah, we will.
I like how casually you say that. That's like kind of a big deal.
Yeah, but we have like we believe that we have. Yeah, Sergio is our CEO. He's also our lead developer, and I have never met someone as devoted as Sergio. So we are very confident in the capabilities of our developers to actually build our technology.
Are there going to be any decentralized exchanges are there any plans for that yet, or what?
Yeah, we are going to build our own decentralized exchange, and it will help with the automatic conversions between tokens as well. So if you want to pay with Sol for a purchase or something else, you can just pay with the token of your choice, and then we will take care of the automatic conversions through APIs of other exchanges or through the APIs of our own decentralized exchange.
So this big secret thing, is this a partnership that you're going to announce?
Secret?
Is that what it is though? Is it a partnership?
I missed the tight lips. No, it's the secret is to test the tokenomics.
The secret is the universal law of attraction, but I'm referring to this part. So this is going to be announced tomorrow. I guess what I'm kind of getting at is I have to assume that your revised tokenomics have something to do with a partnership agreement that's going to be announced soon. And for you guys to change your tokenomics and to open up a way for people to start testing that, again, I have to assume it has something to do with a partnership. And it's probably a sizable partnership if you're going to this length.
Well, I can actually give you the reason why we actually revised the tokenomics, because we actually got a lot of questions.
Oh, cool. I just got a tornado warning. So if I get swept away to Kansas, you'll know why. That's scary.
Well, that wouldn't be. But yeah, I can give you the reason why we revised the tokenomics, because we actually got questions from developers. What's the incentive to actually build developers on Phantasma chain? And also from the community, what's the incentive to hold tokens, right? Because before, the incentives were the Masternode and, of course, the Phantom Force as well. But we were not able to fund the Phantom Force for years to come, for 20 years, for 30 years. And with the new tokenomics, it will be possible. It will be possible to fund the block producers, to fund the Phantom Force. So every contributor to the Phantasma chain, they will be rewarded in Sol tokens.
Mm-hmm.
Or else it would not be possible to sustain growth of the ecosystem of Phantasma.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So when can we expect this partnership to be announced tomorrow?
Well, the big surprise is not the partnership, but sure there will be a partnership announced soon though.
But we're getting somewhere.
It's not the secret. It's not the big secret. This big secret is is how to test the tokenomics, the new tokenomics.
So then, if the partnership, so you could announce the partnership now. Then just let everybody know.
No, it's a partnership to actually improve the ecosystem, to make it more easily accessible for users.
Have you ever heard of the term waterboarding?
Waterboarding? No. What's waterboarding?
It's a way that people in the U.S. get other people to talk.
Yeah, I know. I'm giving you a little bit without spitting, so it's.
This is great, man. I'm so messing with you so hard. I just like to see your face light up like a stop sign.
It's
fun here. You're handling it well, but yeah, you're blushing so hard. I'm turning yellow over here. I don't know what's wrong with me. I think my lighting makes me look ill, and you're just red as the sun. So this is funny stuff. All right, so I guess we'll just wait and see what these partnerships are and what some of this. I'm intrigued. I'm definitely interested. I'm kind of re-inspired, I guess, if you will. I'm very much. I'm interested in this decentralized exchange kind of cosmic swapping platform. Launching an exchange myself right now, a lot of people are asking me, well, is it a decentralized exchange or centralized? And it's like, at some point I wouldn't mind having a decentralized exchange or even a hybrid, if you will. But I
think hybrid might be the way to go.
I think it is going to be the way to go. But it's
just like dApps. I don't believe that all dApps will be fully decentralized. I think the best way is like half, like a hybrid as well.
Mm-hmm. And somebody in chat said, re-inspired. You were uninspired, and it's not that. I've always thought that the project was good. It's just there's been so little going on with so many projects that unless you're really actively searching for information on updates and what's happening with the majority of projects out there, whether they're flying by leaps and bounds or not, it's hard to get some of that info. And like reading that Medium article, I was like, okay, these guys are busy. These guys are popping. There's stuff happening still. It's just not spewed all over the internet every day like you see like Tron. Every time Tron farts, they've got a press release and it covers the entire globe overnight. And they're very consistent with that. They're brilliant marketers. I wish I did see more of that because they've basically taken kind of a joke, just something not all that special and turned it into a phenomenon strictly because of the marketing and where they put their money. And, obviously having so much money to work with, give me $1 billion. I'm sure I could take over the world too. You know what I mean? But
I think it also depends on the timing because they had their ICO in 2017.
Right.
And if they had their ICO in 2018,
they have nothing.
Yeah, they would be nothing. And they started as nothing, but they started in 2017. The timing was perfect. So back in the days when you say like he actually did it. He actually did say it. Like Tron is the new Bitcoin. Tron is going to give you 100x, 1000x, and back in the days, it was actually feasible. It would actually attract a lot of people, and right now they are already big now, so that now they can actually say whatever they want.
Yeah, but you can't have a coin bigger than Bitcoin when you're circulating supply, or your total supply is like 50,000 times that of Bitcoin. It just doesn't really work that way. Now, granted, if Tron got up to $10, that'd make everybody real happy. But look, I think what Tron is doing is brilliant on a lot of levels. Don't get me wrong, and I'm not knocking Tron. It's just, I think that they are doing things that they weren't even really expecting to do at the beginning. You know what I mean? Let's face it. I don't think it was as serious a project initially. It's my own opinion.
Yeah, but since they have the funds now, they can actually build something.
Exactly. So exactly. It's fake it till you make it is basically what I think they did. I do
believe that a lot of people are saying like Tron is a scam. I don't believe they are a scam because they have so much money now, they can actually build whatever they want. Yeah, and they are probably doing it as well.
People are too quick to call everything a scam. I mean, it's become a word that means nothing anymore. Oh, you looked at me funny. You're a scam. It's like, you know what, dude? You like so many people don't really have a clue what a scam even really is anymore because the term has been thrown around so loosely. Yeah. It's just, yeah. Sol needs more marketing. Well, I'm guessing that once this mainnet launches, you guys are probably going to be hitting the marketing pretty hard.
Yeah,
So
there
we're
will
going to
be more
start seeing a lot
marketing.
more,
Yeah,
I assume.
yeah, definitely.
All right, man. Well, we're going to cut it in about an hour. And, look, I think just stay in touch. Let's do this again. I've got about 30 primary projects that I'm pretty interested in. And I want to make sure that I keep in touch with everybody and we do something on the regular. I'd love to have Sergio. I'd like to have him on at some point in the future.
Well, he's actually going to a developers workshop, blockchain workshop in France next week.
Oh, okay.
So if people are in France or nearby, you can visit the workshop for blockchain developers. He's hosting it with Pixio and one other. Yeah, I think I'm not sure which one the third one is, but there will be 3 companies and they will be hosting the workshop.
I will tell you right now, I'm actually speaking on May 2nd. It's a conference called the Run for the Unicorns, and it's tied in for a derby, the Kentucky Derby. So it's in Louisville, Kentucky. But it's basically a lot of very, very wealthy business people, entrepreneurs. And for a project like yours, you guys should have somebody out there speaking at this thing and educating these guys on, I mean, there's blockchain and stuff as well, but it's primarily a lot of just well-to-do rich people who own a variety of different companies.
Like entrepreneurs and everything, right?
Yeah. I mean, these guys are spending big money to be at this thing, and it's all tied into the Derby. There's a big Derby party and all of that. And I'm going to I'm speaking this thing to shake things up a little bit, and I'm just going to have some fun with it. But there are a lot of CEOs, man. Like, and I don't mean like little blockchain CEOs. I mean a lot of legit CEOs. So you can check it out online and see who's there. But for a project like this that you guys are looking to get into, adding companies, more companies than just blockchain companies to your use case, it would probably be pretty good for one of you guys to go out and present this. There's going to be a lot of other stuff too. So it's like a whole 5-day thing, 6-day thing. So you can get out of it whatever you want, but I would check it out if I were you for sure.
Right. Yeah. Just send me the link after, so I will check it out.
Cool. All right, man. Until next time, guys, crow your coins. I want to thank Mr. Lee Kai Lee of Phantasma. If you don't got soul, you better look inside yourself and find some, because I think big things are coming. Until next time, crow your coins, folks, and I'll see you again real soon.
Bye-bye.